When spring finally decides to roll around, fruits and herbs become more readily available at your local grocery store.
And this morning we are incorporating some of those fresh ingredients into a dessert you won't believe is healthy. Look at that.
Nutritionist Sarah Sullivan is in the Good Day Cafe helping us welcome in spring and all the great foods it brings with it. Thank you for joining us this morning. We can't wait to taste this, but you're going to show us how to make it first.
We have to wait?
We have
to wait just a few minutes. But we're really making use of lemons, which are in season right now, and they're incredibly cleansing and wonderful for our liver. So we're going to incorporate those into our very healthy cheesecake. So what we're going to do is we're replacing a lot of the processed ingredients and a lot of the sugar with healthy whole foods. So for our crust, we're going to use 1.5 cups of walnuts and half a cup of dates, which are going to add that nice sweetness and give it a real chewy consistency. And dates provide the perfect amount of sweetness, but they also provide fiber, potassium, and magnesium.
They might look funny, but they taste really good.
They're really delicious.
Okay, and walnut's also very good for you as well.
Great source of omega-3s, so much better than the processed graham cracker crust. And the dates you can pick up at any grocery store. The medjool dates work wonderful for this type of dessert. So we're just going to give them a whirl in the blender. You want to hold on. It could be a wild ride to kind of chop up the dates.
Right, they're not exactly liquid products there.
Exactly.
And don't forget the cover. I've forgotten the cover a couple of times.
Yes, always put the cover on. And then we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of unsweetened coconut into the bottom of a springform pan. And that's just going to give it a great flavor, but also help to prevent the crust from sticking. So after we've whirled our dates and walnuts, they're going to come out looking like this, where you can press it together. And I'll have you put those in the bottom of the pan.
Okay.
And we'll just dump them in.
It is sticky.
Yeah, and you're just going to press it down until it forms a nice crust.
There, that's great. We have the overhead camera there.
There you go. And while you're pressing that, Jeff, I'm going to put you on duty to make the white cheesecake
That could be
filling.
trouble.
So we're replacing the cream cheese with cashews.
Okay.
And cashews are a great source of monounsaturated fat. They're actually a lower fat content nut than most other nuts out there. And when you blend them up, they're really smooth and creamy, just like cream cheese. So we've got 3 cups in our blender, and we're also going to add 3/4 of a cup of fresh lemon juice.
Right
and
here.
so this is, you
Pour it in?
Pour it right on
I
in.
can't mess that up.
No. I gave you a pretty foolproof assignment today. And then we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of coconut oil, which again is going to give it a great flavor, and it's also going to help it to maintain its shape and consistency. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup of honey. So a natural sweetener, which is preferred over the refined white sugar that goes in traditional cheesecake.
Now, can you use something besides honey, like maple syrup or something like that instead?
Yep, you can use any natural sweetener. You could use maple syrup, you could use agave. I just prefer the taste of honey since it's pretty mild. And if you can get local honey, even better. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of vanilla to give it a really great flavor.
It's over here.
Oh, there we
So
go.
we've got it on the other side there. And we're just going to start to blend this in our blender. And you might have to add a little bit of water to get it to the consistency that you like. If you don't have a high-speed blender, you can do this in a food processor. It might just take a little while longer. And so our finished product is going to look just like this.
Oh, doesn't that look good? And how long do you need to put it in the blender for now, Sarah?
You know, it really depends. The high-speed blenders will blend it in about 2 minutes. And as I said, just adding a little bit of water at a time until you get the desired consistency. Food processor might take about 5 minutes. So we're going to put that right in on top of our crust. And the lemon juice really helps to give it that nice tangy flavor that you find with traditional cheesecake. Now, I have to remind you that it's hard to replicate cheesecake exactly. So this is just a nice, a healthier version. And it's also much easier to digest. Because these are whole foods, they contain whole enzymes and can make it easier on our digestive tract.
So it looks like cream cheese. It looks like cheesecake, which is made with cream cheese. Yeah.
And you can get really creative here. I mean, you could add different types of mix-ins, or you could use any type of fruit. You could use strawberries. We're using blueberries today because I love the blueberry and lemon combination, but you can really get creative.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this too, it really doesn't seem like it takes that long to prepare. It takes probably longer to shop for the items in the grocery store than prepare a cheesecake.
It's about 10 minutes and no bake, which I love.
Yeah,
I'm a good cook, but I'm not a good baker, so this is my kind of dessert. And then we're just going to pop it in the freezer until it sets, and then you can pull it out and you just release the spring form, and it ends up looking just like this.
How long in the freezer?
It takes about, I'd say, 30 minutes to harden, and that's really where the coconut oil comes in. It helps to make it nice and hard.
Very good. Jennifer gets the biggest piece.
And
I'm
well,
gonna
actually,
pass it
I
up.
cut a piece for Craig because he promised
Oh.
50 degrees next week.
So Craig gets a reward.
He gets a reward for helping us with spring here. So yeah, feel free to give it a try. And it's just fun, like I said, to incorporate more whole foods into our desserts, because eating healthy is not about deprivation. It's about abundance.
And you can really taste the honey in there. With
And the
that first
lemon.
bite, yeah.
The lemon you can really taste it. Well, there's little lemon sprigs on this too.
We put a little lemon zest
I
on
guess
top.
it's zest. I guess it's not sprigs. I'm thinking about spring with this flowers coming up.
Yeah, so really
It's
easy,
delicious.
quick dessert. It's going to be on my Easter table this year, so one that you can bring to get together.
Consistency of cheesecake.
Yeah.